A brief moment of drama unfolded on the stage of Arlington Day 2 when Jimin and Jungkook experienced a slight miscommunication during a choreography transition. What initially looked like a simple mistake quickly turned the atmosphere tense for a few seconds, instantly drawing ARMY's attention toward the two. The incident began as Jimin and Jungkook moved to their respective positions during a formation change. Due to a misunderstanding of their directions, Jimin accidentally bumped into Jungkook's microphone, causing it to get slightly knocked aside. It happened in the blink of an eye, but the cameras and the eyes of thousands of spectators managed to catch the moment. Jungkook froze for a few seconds immediately after the incident. His expression looked much more serious than usual, leaving a portion of the audience wondering if something had gone wrong between the two members. In the middle of a bustling Arlington venue, that brief pause felt like a dramatic scene that made ARMY hold their breath. However, the tension did not last long. Realizing he had made a mistake, Jimin chose to approach Jungkook immediately. During the break before the next song, he was seen walking quickly, almost breaking into a light jog, toward Jungkook, looking visibly eager to make sure everything was fine. What truly sent ARMY into a frenzy was how Jimin apologized. Instead of merely gesturing from a distance, Jimin reached out and held Jungkook's hand tightly. With an adorable expression, he seemed determined to ensure Jungkook wasn't upset over the minor incident. Jungkook, who had maintained a serious face, couldn't hold it for long. A smile began to break across his face before he laughed and responded to Jimin's approach in a much softer manner. The moment then turned into something completely different from what the audience originally expected. Jungkook pulled Jimin into a quick hug, as if signaling that there was nothing to worry about. Right after, he playfully ruffled Jimin's hair. This spontaneous reaction instantly broke the tension. Spectators who were previously curious about Jungkook's serious face received their answer in just a few seconds. A small mistake on stage ultimately ended in a warm interaction that filled Arlington with cheers once again. For ARMY, the most captivating part wasn't the microphone incident itself, but how quickly Jimin realized his mistake and worked to lighten the mood. The gesture felt simple, yet remarkably natural, as it unfolded right in the middle of a live performance without feeling staged. Meanwhile, Jungkook's response also drew immense attention, shifting from a serious expression to a smile, and ending with a hug and playful tease. His quick shift made the moment feel like a mini-drama lasting only a few seconds. Some fans even joked that Jimin possesses a special method to prevent Jungkook from staying mad for long. The moment Jimin took his hand, the brief tension transformed into warmth. The event showcased how minor flaw in a live show can turn into one of the most memorable highlights for fans. Without long dialogues or rehearsed actions, a simple miscommunication, a sincere apology, and a spontaneous response left the audience all smiles. Arlington Day 2 offered a story that went beyond music and choreography. Behind the grand production and thousands of ARMY filling the venue, this small interaction between Jimin and Jungkook stole the spotlight. And after Jungkook ruffled Jimin's hair with a laugh, one thing became abundantly clear. The tension that briefly panicked ARMY lasted only a few seconds. Yet it left fans eagerly wondering, if a small mistake ends in a hug like that, what other surprises await on stage before Arlington Day 2 truly comes to an end? The reaction from ARMY in Arlington was just as captivating as the events unfolding on stage. As soon as Jimin was seen approaching Jungkook following the minor incident, the crowd grew louder. Thousands of eyes fixed on the two BTS members, waiting to see what would happen next. The curiosity lingering in the air gradually shifted into cheers. ARMY quickly realized Jimin was attempting to defuse the situation. Watching him walk over to Jungkook with a visibly remorseful expression made it impossible for fans to hold back their reactions. When Jimin held Jungkook's hand, cheers erupted from every corner of the venue. The simple gesture felt monumental, following those few seconds where fans wondered if Jungkook was genuinely upset. The climax arrived when Jungkook finally burst into laughter. The serious look that had left ARMY guessing vanished instantly. Jungkook pulled Jimin into a short hug, followed by the playful gesture of ruffling his hair. The crowd went wild. The already mounting cheers transformed into a wave of sound echoing throughout the venue. For the army watching live, the shift in atmosphere happened in the blink of an eye, from tense to heartwarming in just seconds. Several fans were seen laughing and cheering along as Jimin smiled again. It was as if they had just witnessed a short drama with a happy ending right in the middle of a concert. What made the moment even more special was that no lengthy explanation was needed to clear up the misunderstanding. Jimin stepped forward to express his apology, and Jungkook responded with laughter and a quick hug. Jimin's apology method also melted ARMY's hearts. After realizing he had accidentally hit Jungkook's microphone, Jimin clearly didn't want the minor misunderstanding to linger. At the first opportunity between performances, Jimin headed straight for Jungkook. His brisk pace immediately drew the audience's gaze back to them. His expression had completely shifted, showing how keen he was to make sure Jungkook wasn't bothered by the incident. Jimin apologized in the simplest way possible. No grand drama or words spoken over the speakers were necessary. He simply approached Jungkook with a regretful look and tried to break the ice between them. What made ARMY fall for the moment even more was when Jimin took Jungkook's hand. The gesture felt genuine and sweet, especially coming right after Jungkook's serious composure moments earlier. As if that weren't enough, Jimin actively tried to bring a smile back to Jungkook's face. His slightly bashful demeanor made the interaction even more adorable. Spectators who had been wondering what was going on finally got their answer through the pair's body language. Jungkook didn't take long to respond. His stern expression gradually gave way to a smile before he broke out into a laugh, instantly dissolving the lingering stage tension. Then came a gesture that sent the crowd roaring once again. Jungkook pulled Jimin into a brief hug and ruffled his hair. The response served as an official sign that Jimin's apology had been accepted and that all was well. For the audience, this was the exact moment that turned a tiny blunder into a sweet memory. What started as a moment of curiosity ended in shared laughter and warmth. Jimin's apology demonstrated a level of spontaneity that can rarely be rehearsed for a stage show. No choreography called for him to do that. He simply read the situation, recognized his mistake, and chose to make things right immediately. Jungkook's response lightened the mood entirely. Rather than letting things stay serious, he used a playful gesture to bring the energy back to normal. Many fans joked that Jungkook simply doesn't have the heart to stay mad at Jimin for long. The serious look following the incident lasted only a brief moment before everything softened. Jimin himself looked noticeably relieved upon seeing that reaction. After holding Jungkook's hand and offering his apology, he visibly relaxed. The two continued their interactions in an even warmer atmosphere. What kept ARMY smiling was Jungkook's follow-up gesture. Instead of keeping his distance, Jungkook stepped closer, playfully messing up Jimin's hair. That small act turned the earlier blunder into something lighthearted and entertaining. For fans who had been caught off guard by Jungkook's serious face, the quick shift felt like a delightful surprise. In no time at all, a tense moment morphed into laughter and cheers. The incident highlighted how spontaneous moments on stage can turn into highlights just as captivating as the main performance. Jimin's tiny mistake was no longer the focus. The way the two handled it stole the show instead. ARMY essentially received a bonus scene in the middle of the concert. No one expected a slight misstep in formation to lead to Jimin apologizing, Jungkook laughing, and a hair-ruffling gesture that drove the crowd wild. Even for many fans, the most amusing part was how quickly Jungkook's mood flipped. One second he looked completely serious, and the next he was back to teasing Jimin, as if to reassure him not to worry about the mistake at all.